It feels so good when you're down and out or you're taking care of somebody you love and the doorbell rings and it's a friend or a family member with a meal that you didn't cook. Spirit 1053. My name is Erica. It's a feeling you can't describe, relief and love, and you just want to reach out and give a hug. My dear friend Leisa loves to give that feeling, and she's with us this morning. I can't wait to hear about what you do and why you do it. But first, Leisa, how excited are you? I mean, it's spring. It's here.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so ready. So ready.
I know. What's growing in your yard?
Nothing.
Oh, I've got some crocuses in my yard. And just recently they were covered with snow. I felt so bad for them.
Yeah, actually, my daylilies are up. I've got some primroses out there. Everything else is getting ready to bud. So I think all the plants are ready. We just need the sun.
Yes. Come on, son. Well, Leisa, I'm so glad that you could be on the show today because you believe, like I do, that cooking for people is saying, I love you. Why did you start your meal ministry?
I think this is one of the simplest ways that you can be the hands and feet of Jesus. And if it's somebody that has an illness like cancer, something like that, then you're giving whoever is there caring for that person a break. You're giving the family a break. I mean, it's just something that whoever you're delivering to, they don't have to worry about it. They know that a meal is coming.
Wow. What inspired you? Like, was there a moment where you thought, this is what I'm going to do? This is what God is calling me to do?
Well, I think it just started with people doing meal trains. And, you could just see the meal trains out there and people, needing help. And so I just I will still help with a meal train if I get one. But I had a friend I was talking to one day that had just had a really, really bad day. And I ran her food over. I just said, hey, I'll be over at your place in a couple hours. I'm going to leave, dinner on your porch. You don't have to worry about that. Just, relax. But I just think it's one of the gifts that the Lord has given me is hospitality. And so I don't want to waste it. And for people that are like, oh, my gosh, I just don't enjoy cooking that much. Well, you know what? It can be a Stouffer's frozen lasagna and a bag of Caesar salad and some rolls. You don't have to be the master chef because people aren't expecting canless food delivered to their house. But again, it takes the worry off of them and allows them to just relax and enjoy a meal for whatever reason that meal's delivered for.
Oh, it gives new meaning to the word comfort food. Leisa, what's your favorite thing to make?
There's so many varieties of food things going on there now that you have to I've learned to ask, gluten-free, keto, whatever the case may be. Yep. I think one of my favorite standbys is homemade mac and cheese because that is a definite comfort food. Chili, I love to do chili for people, especially if it's lots of people that are doing cancer treatments have learned that a keto diet is the way to go. So, there's a bazillion keto recipes online, so don't let that, freak people out.
Yeah.
But, and another comfort one is meatloaf, mashed potatoes, there's just all kinds of stuff. And a good old standby, if somebody doesn't feel good, is homemade chicken soup.
Wow. When you drop off a meal to somebody to their porch, what is the response like?
Depending on how they are, sometimes I drop and run. But other times they are just so grateful. And, sometimes I get to carry it in, put it on the counter. If it's someone that's really sick, hopefully have a few minutes to pray with them before I leave. Aww. But they are just so grateful. And to me, it's just such a simple way you can bless others who are going through either a challenging or a tough time.
I think it's absolutely wonderful. I'm Italian, and so my whole life I was taught food is love. They're interchangeable.
Exactly.
You get it. I want to ask you, too, while we're on the subject of food, I'm doing a new Sunday show, and one of the features I'm doing is just Sunday dinner, getting back to Sunday dinner with the family. And I'm wondering if that's a thing for you, or if it was, if you have good memories about it.
I used to have family, like stepbrother, stepsister, stuff like that lived closer. And so years ago, we used to do Sunday dinner. It's just my husband and myself now. Family has scattered. And so actually, one of the things I was thinking about doing is I work at my church. I'm on staff, and we have a lot of widows. And so just recently I was thinking about maybe doing Sunday dinners for the widows that want to stop by and come.
What? That is so beautiful. I just feel like the Lord would smile on that.
Yeah. But, ultimately, again, it's all back to serving Him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're serving other people, but ultimately you're serving the Lord when you do this. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just important to remember, too.
100%. What church do you go to?
Canyon Hills Community Church in Bothell.
One of the best. I love Canyon Hills. They're wonderful.
Yeah, Heidi's here with us, and Heidi Moore, and so, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, you have just been wonderful. Thank you for sharing your beautiful ministry with us. Do you have a name for it?
Nope.
Okay, we got to work on that. Lisa's Love Meals.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to hear from or who's going to call or who's going to need something. So it's just, on a case-by-case basis. Since I work full-time, it's great to have at least a day lead time. But if not, I can throw something together and be there in a couple hours when I get home.
Lisa, I think you're amazing. Thank you for loving our neighbors in Everett. You rock.
Oh, you're so welcome, Erica. Good to talk to you.
Same, honey.